That's right. Driving from New Mexico to Arizona. This is the best it's going to get. Where it's set up, I can't really point out. My camera on this phone is broken, anyways. So, hello to everybody. Peace, love, and whatever. So here we go. Want to say hi? I'll be able to read you down here when you come in. I can say hi back. Never really did a long stream before driving, but this is my first one. I'm hoping I get a few viewers in here at least to say hi. Ed Bell, if you're in here, you might have to see. I don't know if you subscribed to me yet or not, but here I am. Being weird. I'm trying to catch up to you, buddy. I really am. But I grow this because I look exactly like my character in Call of Duty. So usually I just have just a goatee, but no, I'm doing it all the way this time. And my whole life, I've never grown out a full beard. I want to grow it to about here, like where yours is at. But that goes. Hey, how's it going, Airborns? How's it going, kiddo? I'm in literally almost to the borderline of New Mexico and Arizona, heading towards California. In New Mexico still for another, I don't know, 3 more miles. You'll hear it. They'll say, "Welcome to Arizona." Because I got the GPS on as well. But that's what I'm doing, kiddo. I'm driving driving through Arizona. The stream will probably stop in Flagstaff. That's where I'm going to stop off at Sportsman's Warehouse to grab some primers because they're cheaper here in California and it's not illegal to do. So I'm doing it. It's illegal to buy a gun here and take it across the border without an Arizona ID, but I have an FFL, so I probably could, but I don't have the kind of money. So I don't got any money really. I'm going to be using a credit card to pay for these. Because I'm using all my cash for the trip for the gas and everything. Once I hit California, it's going to be uh what? Why are you going there? Oh, I live in California. Remember, I live in Central Cal. I was in New Mexico helping out my cousin. Go to Biking Guy 56 on TikTok and go look at the video I made for the Amalis Valley Mall. It's already got 5,000 views, and I brought him in a lot of patrons to come buy those dumb. No, those squeezed out. I should have brought a couple in here out of my bag. Dang it. I could have shown them on here, but I will my next stream. I got the Noditos and some butter squeezy, a couple butter squeezy things to sell, just to see how they sell. If they sell good, I'm gonna have my cousin send me a bunch. But until then, I just want to try a couple just to see if they sell out where I live. But yeah, it is kind of cool. It really is. But when I stream, I have no radio because you have to hear me talk, and I really don't want to put on the radio anyways. Um, Copyright situations and stuff like that. Almost anything I listen to will shut down my speaking to you. So all you're going to hear a little bit is road noise. Sorry. I am plugged to here. I don't know if I'm plugged to this speaker or if this speaker on the phone, but I like that to you guys. But as you could see yesterday, Airborne, I even saying that where I was at was not good. I could not stream and play at the same time. So that being said, here we are. Right now I got 9 hours and 50 minutes to. So that's how it is. That's the way it be. Yeah. Unrolling, baby. I was hoping more than just you came out here and say hello. Waiting for Ed Bell. He is but the normal camera itself, we got a broken lens. I was going to get a new phone here in Arizona, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to still wait. I don't need a new phone. This thing's great. It does good. got 256 gigabyte. It's paid for. Besides that piece being broken, which I could probably get fixed anytime, anywhere, that runs. But yeah, there we go. Playing here. This is pretty good. I got this magnet thing set up on here. I never tried using it for streaming that much, but yeah, wow. You can tell I'm not looking at the camera because I'm having to look at the road. So that's why every time I look do down the thing, I want my sunglasses on so a cop doesn't see me looking down. I don't need any tickets today for looking at my phone, even though it's not in my hands. Neither is the steering wheel, is it? Oh shit! My knee. But that'd be pretty awesome to stream for about 100 miles, I guess, which is a good 2 hours. Get some stream time in. Maybe have a few people come in and say hello. How am I doing? How are you doing? Look at that copper. Look at that copper. That wasn't a highway patrol. That was a cop. Exit 354 Hawthorne Road. That's where we're not going to exit at. I am the blanket guy. Sorry, I'm trying to be funny. Mostly looking, but. So if I do get pulled over, say, officer, I'm live streaming. Are you going to violate my rights? I'm just kidding. Don't be one of those idiots. Give me your license, your thing, whatever. If you ever do get pulled over, that's so stupid. If you do that. I know my rights. Stupid. Yeah, well, that you might know your rights, but the inconvenience of having your car towed in another state because you're being a dickhead, won't get to cop your ID. That's stupid. That's the only thing about those guys that drive around in those cars going, oh, complaining about it. But yeah, I don't plan on getting pulled over. I'm doing the speed limit. I always do. Always do. I figure I have no reason to be in a hurry. I'm fucking retired. Like, totally retired. It was fun visiting my cousin Steve. It was nice making that TikTok video. If you guys want to check it out, Blanket Guy 56 as well on TikTok. Go over there and look at it. It's my second to last video. Actually, it's my last video, or the last video done. There's a picture before it that I put, but yeah, it's a video. It says Alanis Valley Mall, Farmington, Mexico. Check it out. I even use my radio voice. Yes, I did. My throat's kind of F. I'm using that radio voice all weekend, but I got almost 6,000 views on that song, bitch. It brought him in a lot of customers, and I mean a sugarload of customers. A real shitload. He doesn't want to admit to it, but that's okay. I don't care. As long as it gets business and starts making that money, brings in customers. One day, because of that video, he's going to have a line outside the door when they open. When that starts happening, that's when social media really starts working. It is. I know it's weird. I look like I'm talking to myself and all that. I know there's somebody on here going to view this at one point or another or go through it, see what I have to say, but nobody here, no music to listen to, and I'm doing the streaming, so let me talk. That's right. What do we got here? Add a Q&A sticker and underrated hot indie game? No, I don't think so. No. I'm streaming on the road. I'm not adding anything to my blanket play. I just want people to come and say, hi, how you doing, blanket guy? Nice to see you. Glad you're safe. Driving down the road. There we go, Grateful Dead. Going down the road. Really bad. Allentown. That was where Billy Joel. This is the thing that his song talks about. I'm right where his song talks about right now. Allentown in Arizona. How funny. So my original plan was to go to Williams, which is like another 10 miles, 20 miles up the road. I was going to get off and go to the roller coaster they have there. They got one that has a mountain roller coaster, but I think it's an hour and a half off the road. I don't think I have time to do that. I got to be a certain place before it gets dark. So that's why I left early today. I'm not driving to dark like we do. One of my things I want to do is I want to go see Meteor Crater. It's right off the freeway, only about a 20-minute drive, 15-minute drive off the freeway. Trying to do all my things. I was going to do a stream up there too. You know, but I'm so glad you guys are here, saying hello and everything. At least you, Airborne, you are a true follower, dude. You subscribe. Every time you subscribe to me, and every time I log on, I see you on there, and you always say hi. Thank you. I appreciate your dedication to my channel. That's awesome. So when I get big and huge, you're one of the ones that are going to get one of the first prizes when I start giving them away. Straight up. Because I will. I'll be like the Ghost of Caldera and all those guys doing little matches and stuff to where I give away stuff. Well, once I get sponsors and all that. Right now, it's just me and my lovely beard. I think it's out of shape a little bit. I kind of fucked up the trim right here. I've gotten better now. I was trimming it earlier and I stopped and said, I'm just, it's hammer time. Wow, wow. I've got no people viewing me right now. Wow. I am so loved. Like I said, people will come on later to see me. No big deal. If I don't see anybody coming in here in the next half an hour, then yeah, that's where I'll be at. I'll have to take it down and just listen. I listen to Pandora because I refuse to pay for Sirius Radio anymore, even though they keep for $2.99 a month. I was like, no thanks. I get it for free on Pandora. But I listen to the comedy channels. I don't really listen to music much. Talking gets me through it quicker than music. Once you get a comedian on there for 10, 20 minutes, boom, it goes through. Ooh, hear that road noise? That was a bridge that just went over. But looking ahead, here, let's see, I'll flip the camera just for a second so you can see. It looks like there's clouds out there. It looks like it's going to rain. So I might come through a little rain, which would be kind of cool. It will be kind of cool, yeah. Turn this side a little bit there. There we go. All right, now I'm in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. I'm going to apparently look down. I'm not going to do much talking right now when there's nobody out here because where's my followers? I thought I was somebody big. Well, I'm getting big. I'm not big. Got to be about 7, 8 years into this shit to get big. This is only my 3rd year doing it. I'm literally 462nd episode right now. So 63rd. Or time streaming, like you say. Well, I wouldn't even say that. Day streaming. 463 days streaming so far. And yes, I count them up. I keep track. I don't know if those other streamers do, but I do. That's why when I play Call of Duty, you always see the number. That way, that's how many times I've done that. Spots where he'll cut out for a minute. I am on the 40, the I-40, heading, I believe, east or west. Towards home. In California. How do I get rid of this shit? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's still up there. I was going to turn the phone sideways and have widescreen, but I'm doing this because it's the best way to view me inside the car this way. You know? I originally had that in for Ubering. That's what that was originally for, Ubering. My table right here. That's my table. That's my computer table right there. Everywhere I go, when I go away from home, I take my computer table, and I put it right next to my bed, so I can sit there, on my computer. Cause I'm a badass motherfucker that eats spam. Cause I'm a fam. Yeah. I'm a fam. That's a badass motherfucker. I am now doing 85 miles an hour. I need to slow down. Let's get it back down to 75 or take a road. I know I talk too much, but what else am I going to do during the live stream? And it keeps me enlightened. Minatoka, Indian ruins. Wow. Rocks, crystals, and gemstones. Next exit, Indian ruins. Port of entry, commercial vehicles. Okay, we're going to be passing up to port of entry. I definitely got to slow down. There we go, 75 miles an hour. We'll take a drink off my. I don't sponsor them, but I do drink them. One day they'll ask me to sponsor them. I 100% will. I've been drinking monsters for 32 years. 32 years, you say? Oh, yeah, they've been out that long. I'm going to give you my little gist on how I got addicted to monsters. Are you ready? So, I was at uh, a fair in Brookendale, Nevada, with my aunt. She was alive at that time. This is in the 80s, by the way. 80s. Okay, 40 years ago. So it's 42 years I've been addicted. Okay. So, anyways, there was a guy for Super Bowl and motocross, one of them guys, with his little motorcycle and his thing, and he was dressed up in his fucking his gear and all that shit, do the whole deal, doing a promotion for Monster. They were promoting people. And he had cases upon cases to give away. Well, at the end of the fair, we packed up. He packed up. He was in front of us. He turned around, looked at us, and said, "Hey, you want these? I don't want to take these home." I was supposed to give them all away. They didn't go all away. By the way, this is when it was 50 cents a can or 25 cents a can. And damn, next thing I know, oh, Costa Caldera. I just got a thing on there saying, I don't know if he's playing it right now, but anyways, let me get back to my story. So he gave them to me, all right, 2.5 pieces. 2.5 cases later, guess who was addicted to monsters? I wouldn't say addicted. I'd just say that's my fulfillment of caffeine. I love monsters. Only green. I don't like the blues. The sugar-free suck. I'm not really thinking of fruit punches. I can get fruit punch anywhere but the greens. I have a taste for it. It's freaking awesome. So that's my story. That's how I became a monster drinker. 40-something years ago, the Super Bowl motocross guy that was giving them away at a fair gave me. Isn't that cool? Good story. Very true story. By the way, everything I say, nothing is ever a lie. Remember that. I will not lie online. I'll lie to your face if I owe you money. No, but dead seriously, I don't see lying on that. People call you out for lying and they go, "You're a liar." And other people are like, "Well, I don't want to watch that guy. He's a liar." Nope, they'll never catch me ever lying. Ever. I don't lie, cheat, or steal. That was Eddie Guerrero's job on WWE. Whichever. Uh, Still miss Eddie Guerrero. I'm a big wrestling fan. I keep hearing his name a lot just because of Dominic Mysterio. And Geico, that's who I'm insured with. I just paid them today. Today was my final day. I just got a thing for my card and everything. I just downloaded my new cards and everything for my truck and this car. Oh, look at this guy. Here, he wants to get in front of me. Go ahead. No? You don't want to pull up? Okay, I thought you wanted to get close. There you go. We're all doing 80 miles an hour. I don't know why. That train! That train! Out for nowhere. Fed up with the gambler. We both too tired to sleep. So we took turns there. But we know at the darkness. No, seriously, I'm watching fucking, it's got to be a mile long train. It's got to be. It's so huge. I don't even see the end of it yet. I'd take this thing on here and show you, but I can't touch the phone. Um, that's illegal. Could have a coffee watching this right now while I'm doing this. Looking down every once in a while, no big deal. But you notice I'm always planting. No, excuse me, not that better. Wow, look at the clouds. This is beautiful right now. We got a nice cloud cover while driving. You can't ask for anything better, man. I'm telling you, you can't. I don't even care what the temperature is out there. I know it's 90 something because I'm in Arizona. But as we get up to Flagstaff, we'll be in the 80s, high 70s, low 80s, which is cool. Um, you see, how long have I been going here? Yeah, I'll probably go for about an hour, and then I'll stop. Um, Once I hit there and start again, because I want to listen to some comedy. Talking to myself is kind of redundant since there's nobody here right now, which is really weird. Really thought I had followers that would actually watch. They will. I mean, you followers will. You'll get on my thing and zoom through my thing real quick just to see what I was saying or what I'm doing. But other than that, I was hoping to get some live people out here to talk about it right now. Matter of fact, I'm doing Ed right now real quick. Be right back. You might remember him in No Man, but Married with Children. Through when Al went off to go to his No Man meetings. This is one of the guys that were in the thing with Harold Sylvester and a few of the other guys that were in there. Old timers. Um, It'd be really cool is actually Ed O'Neill actually came in here right now. That would be fucking cool. But I don't see that happening. Ed and I weren't really good friends. We talked to each other occasionally, but it's not like we had barbecues. David Faustino's another story, though. Him in almost 20 years, but we used to talk all the time. My first question I asked him when I first got to talk to him, I asked him, it was the episode he had the boobs. It was at Sunset Gower. And I asked him, I said, "You embarrassed of that?" He goes, $50,000 an episode embarrassed. I said, right on, brother. Right on, man. That's awesome. And I bet you when I talk to him another time, if I ever do talk to him again, if I mention that, he will remember who I am. That was a significant time and a significant thing we talked about. We also hung out at the 200th episode party. We hung out uh, with him and his buddies. And Todd. Todd's a really cool dude, too. Uh, he's really good friends with Dave Navarro. And but yeah, the people used to come to Married with Children just to hang out. Just to hang out with Christine Applegate, Dave Postino, and stuff like that. Now, Christine and I talked a couple of times, but I really didn't want to get in her thing because I was just a page at the time before I became a production assistant. I was just a page, and I didn't want those people. And Ed was one of the guys there. And enough to actually have him friend me on here and talk to me. The other day we had a little conversation, a little bit of a political talk, and I just said, let's leave it at this. I would really like to remain your friend. Let's not do political talk. Let's just talk. So, and also, that's another thing too. On my YouTube, I don't do political. I do gaming and I do fun stuff. That's it. Always having fun, just like the title says. I refuse to do political or religious things. I mean, don't get me wrong. If somebody says, praise Jesus, something like amen, but that's not, I don't want to do that. Whoever you are, whatever gender you are, whatever creed you are, whatever religion you are, whatever race, it doesn't matter to me. I love you all. I think you're all wonderful people. And until you piss me off, then you're a piece of shit. Leave me alone. But other than that, everybody's awesome. I like to keep it that way. And I think most successful streamers should read it like that. Um, those people, like just one guy, I always see him with Nazi flag behind him, and hey guys, he's a Nazi flag, dude. He's always N word and stuff like that. He used to say that, especially online. I'll say N word, because N word doesn't mean shit. You know my meaning, but you don't know the meaning. Every time I use that N word phrase, it's because I'm emphasizing how much I do not like that. Um, but the only cussing you'll see on here is the F word or stuff like that. I will never ever do anything that will make disturbed people more disturb people on that part. If you're a disturbed person, I still love you, and I would thank your presence being here if you do come and see me. But yeah, now that goes. Wow, this diesel truck behind me like got me right on my ass, man. Over. Let's go, dude. Come here, mister. I got a dog paw in the back of my car with your Arizona plates. The fuck out of my way. There's the F word. I said it. Get the fudge out of my way. Hey, there we go. Right on, you and your little Chevy. I know I'm talking to myself right now, but I was hoping Ed would please come in here and say hi. I just text him on now. Just want him to come in here and say hello. I was hoping for it. I'd like to have a little bit of conversation with him, see how he's doing, him and his wife, what they're doing now, and where they're at. He just did a vacation thing. I was wondering how that went. You know, so far I'm on a half an hour streaming. I am going to stream for another half hour. By that time, I will be almost to Flagstaff, anyways. At least 3/4 of the way there. Ooh, dead carpets. Right now, I'm doing 85. I should. I'm going to slow down. It's only because I wanted to pass this car. Getting kind of winded talking. Nobody's answering back. I hope my cousin would come on here and check me out right now. Watching me on a big 75-inch TV. But guarantee you, he's watching slot machines. Going. He loves watching that shit. It's funny as hell. Him and Rose. That's who he lives with. Very nice lady. One of the coolest women I've ever. One of the coolest elder women that I've ever got to hang out with and be friends with. She's really cool. She's from Trinidad, you know. Land of Tobago. You know, she talks like the, you know. She's awesome. I like her accent. Even though she's been living in America for so long, she's still got that so bit of that accent. It just stays with you. It's really cool. Really, really cool. So now I can't wait to get home actually and get back on my own TV and my own internet. That was another thing too. I was on the internet there. He has that $35 a month T-Mobile bullshit that doesn't handle gaming because the upload. Well, it handled it, but the upload part is slow. It's probably 5 to 10 gigabytes or megabytes per second. So that being said, uploading wasn't very good and it slowed my game down. Every time I'd be playing, I'd be like, okay, guys, I'm frozen. And then I'd come back finally and I'm dead. Or somebody's reviving me, or I'm somewhere where the camera didn't even was before. I'm somewhere else. That's all going to be over with. Once I get home to my Starlink, oh, oh, oh. And yes, you know what? If Starlink right now called me up and said, we'd like you to promote us on the thing, and they don't even need to pay me. I don't care. I will promote Starlink. I think Starlink is the best thing that introduced to this world. You could be out in the middle of the ocean in nowhere land. Live stream, watch videos, do what you want. It's like almost being in outer space, million miles away, and still be able to communicate with everybody. Starlink is the shit. It's the bomb diggity, straight up. It's the most satisfying internet that I've had, and I don't think I will ever change. and it's $80 a month for just a normal residential. And I pretty much get a discount because I'm a senior citizen. Guess how much it is? Anybody there? Guess. I want you to guess. No, no guessing. That means nobody's there right now. That's okay. I'll still scream anyway. $64 a month. They actually charged me 68, and I said, "Hey, what's up with that? When did you raise prices?" They sent me a thing back saying, "We're sorry. Here's your $4 back," and they refunded me $4 back. It's still only $64 a month. 200 gigabytes up or download and 50 gigabytes upload. 50 gigabytes per second is very decent for a stream. You really don't need more than that unless you're streaming more than one thing at a time. I do not. I do. Right now, I am waiting on half of what I've done so I can get some cash, so I can get some memory sticks for my computer. My laptop needs more memory so I can do TikTok, Twitch, and a couple other ones. STEM, all of them. Same time as YouTube, where I can do YouTube on my.
There are police reported ahead.
Oh, hear that? Police reported ahead. So let's get over one like this. Okay. See, that's why I've used the GPS. I usually don't because I know my way home. But yeah, when I say this police reported ahead, I like using my GPS. It tells me stay at your speed limit, even though I'm going to speed limit. I stay at my speed. He was too. He was right there hiding behind the thing. Arizona Highway Patrol doesn't drink a monster. So that's two things I would promote: Monster and Starlink. You know what happens when you put Monster and Starlink together? You have nothing but a fun time. At this point in time, I'm going to be signing off in about 25 minutes. I'd like to thank everybody that does come here. If you ever get to this point and you're actually watching this, even after this live stream and you're watching the pre-recorded, which I don't edit, there's nothing to edit. I will start editing once I start getting on drives and doing shorts and stuff. I will do edits. There's no need right now. I'm giving my whole life as it is. You see it as I am 24/7. Going uphill. My ears are popping. But straight up, I'm 100% genuine. And I'm going to be. For all streaming that I do, I will always be 100% genuine. Guys. You know why? You deserve that shit. You do. To take your time out of the day to come and see me personally, that's appreciated. And once again, thank you. All right. I'm done thanking everybody. Now it's time to go crazy. I'll keep my hand down here on the steering instead of here because I don't want to be in front of my face. But this hand is over here at 10 o'clock. 10 and 2. I'm actually 10 and 5. Right there. Doing 85. So I'm about to slow down. Back to 75, which is the speed limit wrong on the I-40 in Arizona. Wow, look at the clouds. This is such a bitchin' day. I haven't seen the sun shine down on me once. These clouds are keeping it all inside. My name is Scott. I live in a box. I earn 5 pesos a day. I go home to Lucy to play with the gooses. Take my pesos away. Aw, poor guy's stranded on the side of the road. Oh, what a bummer. I should have pulled over. You know, if I had tools in my car, half the time I would pull over and help him. I really would. Hopefully this is set to private. I did earlier and I put it on public, so use that. Now I'm not hiding live video. I think it's his phone though. All right, well I did type to Ed, so I will give him another 22 more minutes. I'm gonna stream. If he comes on and says hi, that's great. If he doesn't, that's because he's busy. And from my next video, I'll pull out a couple of that little squeezy things to show you what we got, what I have. Catch a bug forest, National Park. Oh my God, did I pass Williams already? Oh well, it doesn't look like I'm going to the thing now. I think I already passed Williams. 467 miles to the 15. Once I get to the 15, I'm about 2 hours. 2 hours of like 20 minutes. That's Marston. Can't wait. Be back in my own bed, my own air conditioner. Been dealing with the swamp cooler, this cool air, wet air, compared to my air conditioner at home, which I have a dry mode. The cool air is staying nice. Down the road. Going down the road. Want to be treated. Going where the water tastes like water. Going where the water tastes like wine. Oh yeah. I really miss the Grateful Dead. I really do. Just knowing Jerry will never come back, Bob Gill will never come back, Bill Legend will never come back. The main three. Now, mind you, I did not get into it till later because I'm not that old. Well, I'm old, but not that old. To the point of where Pigpen was their keyboardist when they started. Well, of course, I didn't listen to them start. I didn't listen to them until, 1987? When I started. Oh, here's a good story for you. C.C. Ryder. You ready? 100% true. None of it's false. Never lied. Never will. Here we go. You know what? I don't even care because I can't. It's been over 50 years. So, well, 40 years. I'm sorry. Because I was 13, 14 years old. Or 15. 15. I'm sorry. I was 15. So I went to a school when I got kicked out of Saddleback. Uh, and it was more for ditching all the time. They said, "Oh, we need to put you in a school that you can be." So they did. It was in Garden Grove or Stanton, and it was a military-based school, but it wasn't military. It was a two-star general that was a principal with a bunch of staff sergeants and corporals that ran. All the teachers were staff sergeants. They literally had a help from above, thing in the middle with the skull, just step in the eyes, reach over and grab your ankles, and that's how you got spanked back in the day. Um, anyways, one day, mind you, this is a school full of druggies and fucked up youth, just people with fucked up heads. The way it is. Um, back then, it's different than it is now. Now they just throw you in jail or treat you like shit. Back then, they actually really cared. But anyways, it was a school full of druggies and then some. And from a friend of mine, gave me a bunch of big, hard, acid, gel acid. I went to school. I was supposed to sell it. I gave it all away. I had the whole school frying on acid. The whole, everybody. Here, take this, take this. We were all laughing, this and that. Towards halfway of the day, I was like, oh shit, I'm tripping hard. I need to go. So I went to him, I'm not feeling well. Can I go home? Okay, no problem. You go home. And my way of doing that was bus. Nobody came to pick me up back then. They didn't have to, oh, you can't leave until your parents pick you up. It wasn't like that. It was get on the bus and go home. Public transportation bus, not a little yellow bus or a big yellow bus. So,
There are police reported ahead.
okay, police report ahead again. So, that being said, I got on a bus, was waiting at a bus stop down the street. A guy in a red maroonish van. It was like a reddish maroonish. Said CC Rider on the side. This is the guy that the Grateful Dead made a song about. Straight up, it was him. So, that being said, pulls up, goes, hey, I'm CC Rider. You need a ride? Come on in here. Me being a dumbass, I shouldn't have done anything because I'm a 15-year-old kid. Really shouldn't jump in any stranger's van. Thought it was the coolest thing ever because I did hear him a song, CC Rider, and yards. And the experience was great. I jumped in that guy. He had the thing in there with what he literally knew Jerry Garcia personally and everything. When they wrote that song, it was about this guy. I met the CC writer that they wrote the song about. Can you believe that? Now that was an experience. And tripping on acid. When he dropped me off at the other bus stop, because he couldn't go any further, he dropped me off at it's Santa Ana, where, in Central where the courts are and stuff. That was the main, where the bus would have took me in the first place to do the second transfer. I gave him a hit of that acid. I wonder how he liked it, but man, that was an experience to have talking to that guy and everything. I mean, he literally drove up playing Grateful Dead in the whole 9 yards. And that is my CC Rider, meet the real CC Rider experience. Isn't that great? I hope one day somebody actually tunes in and listens to that because it was awesome. It was. I can tell you so many things that happened to my youth that was awesome that you can't believe. I had a wonderful childhood. It's when I became an adult that started sucking donkey balls. But my childhood, my parents were great. My dad was kind of a dick in a way because, it's like, I was rebellious. Got on my bicycle, rode everywhere. Didn't come home till midnight, 2 in the morning sometimes. Got thrown on the front lawn. Half-assed drunk from my buddy Bill Lombardo, which now lives in Arizona, Nevada. He was living there in Coast of Misery for a while, but Pacific Board of Long Beach. That was him and his family. Guy had a new car every month. He had a new car just for, they give you a car to drive around in to put miles on before they sell it, type thing. And yeah, those were the days, man. Nugs, Nugs, Nasi Muhammad, and Aga Maki. Brett, I can't remember. Brett Holloway. That was the other one. Brett Holloway. Dale Payne. That motherfucker, I can't find him. If anybody's ever seen this, and an Asian guy, he's Vietnamese, named Dale Payne, and he's still alive, I would very much like him to contact. That dude was the coolest dude in the world, man. He accepted me from day one. We used to have parties in Woodside Village in borderline Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, right there in Greenville and Signature. And Bernie Schwartz's house. Bernie Schwartz was the guy that we always had a party at. He always allowed. He had the big, great glasses. Really cool dude, man. Kegger parties all the time. All the time. I remember there was a few girls. That's where I met Debbie Wright, which was the person who virginized me. I mean, I'm telling my whole life story here, ain't I? I am. This is the video you want to watch if you want to know anything about me. Because I'm revealing all. There you go. Ooh, that's a cool license plate. Rax Rad. Look at this guy. Oh my God. That dude chopped that truck off. I can't believe nobody's out here. This is a fucking trip. I was hoping at least I'd come out and say hi, but oh well, maybe next time. Another day. Another day, another way. We'll make it to the road. And it's on public, so there should be no reason. Oh, what maybe it's not. Might have switched over to private. That might be what's going on right now. I am doing 75. 12 more minutes. I'm going to sign off if nobody kept on. That way, I only do an hour right now. Okay, getting over to the right lane. What a beautiful drive home. Little Rodon Wash. I'm going over right now. Ah, what's this? We're on that right now, guys. Hey, girl. So, you're out there, whoever watches this. See something here. Back. Shut on. Good. Like I said, I'll give it this last next 11 minutes if nobody comes on. Hey, you're going to have to like and subscribe to actually watch me. Hope he does that. Or subscribe, don't have to like. Don't have to have a thumbs up. Would like a thumbs up. Then watch it because it's warm. Uh, exit 292. The Burger King. My ears keep popping. I'm going up. I know I'm going uphill because my ears keep popping. I'm going down the road. I'll shut up this last 10 minutes unless somebody comes out here. Build on my scream and be me. Wow.
There's an object on road ahead.
Is there an object on road ahead? Yeah, it's called cars, motherfucker. Feel like one of those Asian old Japanese or Chinese kung fu guys. Oh, yeah. Got a little wavy going on right now. Gravy, wavy, wavy, gravy. Ooh, knife city outlet. Do I need a knife? No. Because I always carry this motherfucker. Your storage of Excel. This is my crate. This is what I carry. This little thing right here will do all I need if needed. Oh my god, that thing on the side looked like a fucking deflated loadout. That was funny. Ah! Too bad I'm driving and can't take a picture of it. By the way, it's so nice out here right now. I've got this on 2. My air conditioning is only on 2. Yep. I am about 1.5 miles from 200 miles so far out of 707. That means I only have 570 miles to go. And it's going by quick. This is a lot quicker than I thought it would be. You know, when you just wake up and you sit around for hours and then get in the car to go drive, it sucks. You're like, oh man, I've been up for so long now. That's a 12 hour. But I started like what? Got the fuck out of there and got on the road. So there's that. That was a copper right there. Down the road. Yeah, yeah. You can't give the police a reason to give you a ticket now. Well, speed limit is 75, so I'm doing all right. I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. Somebody give me a light. I'm gonna smoke this weed. Anybody? 75 miles an hour. I'm glad. Like if we're in California, it's 65, which is stupid. It should be 75. But you know, California's down on everything. More money for gas and less mileage you cover. For these plates, you can go faster and less money for gas. Like right now, I'm looking at 539 for diesel and come on, switch over, switch over. I don't like it's gonna switch over. I think it's like 412 for gas. That's about the census, about 419, 412 for gas. Where I live, it's 599, but California. Oh, Holbrook. Okay. So now I am 2 miles from Holbrook. South 70s on Arizona on the 40. All right, 5 more minutes. If nobody shows up in 5 minutes, I am going to sign off, but I'll be back on in an hour for another stream. I at least want to get the hour minimum. There we go. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Making my card shake all over the place from your hair stream. Try to get all the way over there, buddy. Thank you very much. Remember Latka? Taxi? You remember his name? Andy Kaufman. Thank you very much. I talk like this because everybody laugh. It's a name. Thank you very much. I do that shit. They go, you okay? Are you mental? Ill? Wow, look at this. Beautiful. Look at this. I wish I had a picture. I could take a picture right now. It's fucking beautiful. It really is. Sun's out a little bit. Kind of cross over from the thing, but it looks like I'll be coming into more clouds, which is really cool. Awesome. Looks like it's actually raining. Or Flagstaff. It might actually be raining. They're having monsoonal weather right now, so that's about it. All right. Well, 2 more minutes. Ed never showed up. That's okay. He's a busy man. He's got a lot of things to do. Well, I don't know. that well, but we're all busy. We all have our own things. So personally, I'm only like 100, oh, actually 70 something miles like them. So yeah. Sholo, Herbert. That the Harley plant? Yep, the Harley plant. Yeah. Maverick makes it now 415 and 526. 424. That's it. 415. That one says 424. Which one is lying? Holbrook, welcome to you. Well, hello, Holbrook. Goodbye, Holbrook. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all creeds, colors, and religions, I love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Whoever did stop by, which I know Airborne did, that's one of my dedicated followers right there. First prize will always go to that kid right there. Whenever I get big enough and I start doing promotions and I start getting sponsors that give away promotions, he's going to be the first recipient. He always logs on when I come out and always says hello, which I think is freaking awesome. But this is it. All right. I am closing down for right now. As always, peace, love, and quote of the day. Always drive safe on open roads. Bye, everybody.